Okay, here we are, folks. Welcome back. It's Halloween week, episode 7 of On the Record with the cat here and me,
And
Blake Gibb.
me, the producer, director,
Oh,
creator, all of the
oh
things.
yeah, and Melissa's over there on the other side of our fancy new bright light.
Yep, we got a new setup, guys. We're moving up. We are moving up.
It's all the residuals we've gotten in the last 6 episodes.
All 3 cents.
We could afford to buy a new tripod and light. So, anyways, this week I've got the Human League album Dare, and I thought I would bring that out for the rest of the world to see.
Mm-hmm.
1981, late 81. This was their third album, but the first 2 weren't really very successful. But this album kind of was a very huge hit for the band and also for the new wave, the new British wave, second British wave of synth pop.
So, first question. How did you hear of this band?
That's a good question. I'm gonna guess that I just saw the album, liked the cover, and bought the record.
Oh, okay. For this album, though?
Yeah. It looked cool, and thought it was at a time when you would just buy records based on the cover. It looked like it was a cool album, like might be a cool band.
So you had never heard them on the radio?
I don't think so.
Wow, okay. So did you get this album around the time that it was released?
Yeah, I've owned this record since probably, I'm going to guess, realistically, maybe early 82, December of 81. It was released, I think, in October. Well, so yeah, same time this year, probably.
Right. So you got the album, and then I'm guessing shortly after they started playing it on the radio. What's the pop hit on this album?
The top song on this record is "Don't You Want Me."
Yes, and everybody's heard that.
That was a huge #1 hit, both in the UK, specifically in the UK, and then it charted pretty high here in the United States too.
And that song's still doing really well.
This is a British band.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were American.
Nope.
We learn something every day.
British synth pop, right here.
Listening to this album, it is the ultimate 80s album. Like, you hear this album and you can see all those, the montage clips in movies where they're parodying the 80s. This album is just that for me. This is the first time I've ever listened to it tonight while you were listening to it. It's pretty good. I like it.
I think it's great. It was very well received.
Yeah. How many times have you seen them in concert?
Never saw them live.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
The only live interesting anecdote I have, the record company had them tour behind their first record in 1979, 2 years earlier than this. They opened for Iggy Pop on a European tour.
That's a weird mix.
Yeah, it really would have been probably very strange, but Iggy's always had some rather interesting, unusual openers over the years.
Yeah, that I would have never. I mean, I feel like his fans would have probably rioted.
They just weren't interested.
Yeah, but you never caught them.
No, never saw them
either. Wow. Well, dang. And what's your favorite song off this album?
Oh, so this is a gatefold album. Oops. There goes my microphone.
It's the microphone. 1 second, guys. Technical problems.
Technical difficulty here. There's my mic. Favorite song? Wow, Love Action is really good. The Things That Dreams Are Made Of. Those were both theoretical singles. The Don't You Want Me was not released initially as a single. It wasn't released until I think January or February as a single. Pardon me, cough. Anyways, great great songs. Check it out. It's easy to listen to,
Very.
and it's a happy, fun, jolly album.
Show them the dance. What was the dance?
Oh, the dance.
No, it was the shoulder one.
No, I don't know.
I'm doing the dance behind the camera, you guys.
I don't remember. That was too long ago.
Whatever. All right, there you go, guys. The Human League. Give it a listen.
Human League, and we've got Bonesy back here. He's going to listen last week with Bonesy and his little brother down here.
Yeah.
Because Halloween's coming right up. Next episode, it'll be, well, maybe we'll have a turkey or something over here for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to look in the storage unit to see what we have for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
This week I picked, what is this album called again?
It's by the Split Ends, I think.
See You Around by the Split Ends. You'd think that I would know the name after recording this 4 times. Split Ends are a band from New Zealand from the 1970s, formed by Tim Finn, who's the older brother of Neil Finn, whom I've already spoken about twice prior. They're this band. They're a great band. They're in a New Zealand, maybe Australia.
What kind of music
gem?
would you say they played?
You know what? That's a good question. Oh, sorry. Let me lower my voice. I would call them like rock, kind of. Could you consider them kind of proggy, because they were very
no.
They just, I don't really know what genre to call them.
I would not call them proggy at all.
What genre do you consider them?
Definitely kind of high-powered pop.
Yeah, very.
Especially their later music.
They were very testy. That's the wrong word. Like they messed around with different sounds. And the first time I heard of this band was when Blake introduced them to me in like 2019, and I just could not get into them because there's this one music video where they literally look like goth clowns. They have like,
well, they've got an early Roxy Music thing going on.
Yeah, they had some vibe going on, and I just couldn't get into them. But then when I got into Crowded House, then I was able to move backwards, because this band, Crowded House, formed in the ashes of Split Ends, and the drummer here, Paul Hester, this was his first album in Split Ends. He and Neil formed Crowded House afterwards, and that's a very iconic band for Australia and New Zealand. But love this album. The first half are all vocal songs or songs with lyrics that Neil wrote. Love all those songs. And then that second half, or side B, that backside, whatever, they're all instrumentals that I think were written by, what's his name? Oh my God. Eddie Rayner. Eddie Rayner. I don't know how to say his name.
That's okay.
Eddie Rayner. Sorry, I'm not like the biggest Split Ends fan, so I don't know all the history. But great songs. There's a song that's very like low key with a saxophone. My favorite track on here is Dr. Love. I've shared that a couple times on my Instagram. It's a really romantic song. Is it romantic?
I would hope so, with a title like that.
Yeah, Dr. Love. But I also really like I Walk Away, because I actually heard that song originally as a Crowded House song. I didn't know that it was a Split End song first.
There you go. And they revised that song later on.
They did. I thought it was a breakup song, but that song, Neil wrote it in the situation of Split Ends breaking up. So it is a breakup song, but not a romantic one. Yeah, so that's interesting. And they did change it. I think it was a lot more upbeat for a Crowded House. It was a lot happier tone.
You couldn't possibly have seen Split Ends. You weren't around then.
I was not around then. This was their final album, and that came out in 1984. They did kind of get back together a couple times to do a few short performances. I never got to see them as a original band. Blake has. He's seen them a couple times.
I have.
We have. And we have a friend whose band opened for them in...
like 1981, probably?
Yeah, sometime...
in Seattle.
Right, a little bit before they disbanded, again, 1984. But yeah, I really like this album. This is probably my favorite Split Ends album. And I don't know how many albums they have. I just know a couple... I have like 3 or 4 albums at the top of my head, and that might be all they had.
There you
go. I don't know. Anyway, great band, great album. They're iconic. I guess they're a New Zealand national treasure. So these were our albums this week.
Here we go.
Here we
Human
go.
League Dare. We got Split Ends over here.
We do.
And it's been a great month of October with music and memories, and Halloween's coming right up.
Right. It's coming right around. And Bonesy, this is his final episode, as well as Mini Bonesy. You can't tell, but he's sitting there. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Let us know if you want this layout instead of one of us being behind the camera.
And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you around.
Like a record.
Bye.